Alright, here's what comes in the box. I ordered this on, this is a Wednesday morning. I ordered this last Friday afternoon over the telephone. I talked to Joe. He's one of the key people there. And son of a gun, if it didn't come Monday by postal mail, the total cost I think was $143. And even though I said I don't need this ThudBuster, this is a protective device, but I don't particularly like it, and it as much as I like the logos, it just is a magnet for thieves' attention. It goes over the ThudBuster in such a way. But I'm not going to use it. Alright. Now if things get a little bit off of camera, it's because I don't see very well and I'm looking through the viewfinder. But there you see the standard ThudBuster. Those blue elastomers are for medium weight riders, like people who weigh 180 pounds. They come in different colors. White. These are the super soft ones. Those are for lightweight guys like me, or for girls, people under, say, 130 or 140 pounds. Eventually, an elastomer will wear out, but they're so easily changed. You just, as the instructions say, you just undo a nut. And I can give you the wrench sizes when I actually do this. Undo the skewer bolt, let this thing open up, and insert your new elastomers. That's a black plastic spacer. It's cup-shaped, so it contains the elastomers. And the motion of this thing is cantilevered. This is high-pressure aluminum die-cast, super strong. The bushings are rust-resistant steel, working in centered bronze. I'm sorry, the steel you see there. Let me stop the camera for a moment, make sure that this is in focus. Hold on. Okay, it should be in better focus now. You can see the little gold insert, that's called a bushing. It's made of centered bronze. Centered, meaning it's high pressure molded steel bronze particles with lubricant built in. But it's a good idea to put a drop of light oil on these points eventually, not when it's new. And it's a good idea to wrap your ThudBuster either in the ThudBuster or with Ace bandage material, because it will then stay clean. Because road dust gets into these parts and eventually wears them out. If you keep road dust, and it's invisible for the most part, if you keep road dust out, there's no wear out to this thing. And here's the mechanism for clamping a standard. Any saddle that you can buy will fit to this machine. Okay? And, oh, yes, I wanted to show you the post. That it is anodized aluminum. Now listen very closely. It's a microfine ridge. I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but you can hear it. It's a great feature because it means that when you clamp this in the seat tube, it won't slip, even if you have it greased. Okay, let's look at the bike it's going to be mounted on. Oh, and the instruction sheet is quite simple to follow. And it's really a 5-minute installation job. Plus they have full factory support and video support, as you see in the videos above. Okay, let's stop and let's see the bike that we're going to put this on. Alright, what you're looking at is a standard quality made USA branded, you know, everything's made in China, aluminum framed cruiser bike. Notice, if you can read the markings I put on the paper behind the bike, the top of the seat tube, where the post goes, is about 32 inches from the ground. So this is where my ThudBuster is going to be working. Alright, I've loosened this already. This is old school stuff. This is already loosened. But I'll just loosen it a bit more because we're going to take the saddle off first. You're going to see some of me in the camera, unfortunately. So I'll just set the nice factory saddle. I like the look of it. Set that aside. And the mechanism of the saddle will be removed. Here again, let's do that. Let's go ahead and remove that because this is throwaway stuff. Pardon me for being off camera, but this is the old school type of mounting. We don't need it, so it's going to go into the junk box. I may speed this up in Windows Movie Maker. This just drops the parts on the ground. Okay, you see the serrations. That's how you get your tilt adjustment. Everything. Okay, so now we have a perfectly standard saddle, just like you would buy. It could be any type, shape. They all have the same type of flat rail, and the ThudBuster is designed to accept this type of saddle. All right, does that show in the viewfinder? Yeah, it does. All right, so throw that away. Now let's take out this. I made this loose, so this is that chrome steel I told you about. The quick release allows it to come out up or down, and then you know, you tighten it super tight. But I find that if I grease this, no matter how tight I make it, it tends to slip. So anyway, let's go ahead and take it out. All it is, hold it here in camera range, just a piece of high quality, high tensile steel. Nothing fancy. It's not chromoly, but it's quality. And let's now grab the ThudBuster. I'm going to put this down. Okay. Now the ThudBuster, as it came out of the package. Here. I haven't done any adjustments or anything to it. It's going to slip right in here because I measured and told. And look, there are those marks that I told you about. See, so that if your 6'6" brother's going to ride the bike, he can have it here. If little sister's going to go, she can go down to mark number 14. So let's put it all the way down to the bottom and just temporarily lock it in place. Not firm, but now you get an idea of what it looks like. See, I'll be changing the elastomers, because the blue ones are fine for a medium weight rider, but I'm only 145 pounds of shrimp, so I'm going to be changing those to white before long. Now we're going to mount the saddle.